Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. Here we are watching this controversial video. We have this white woman who basically said this on TikTok.
This is a question for black women. Do you guys not feel supported by black men?
Come on. Come on.
That clip was actually from her channel. She apparently made a little video out of it. That's why you see that sprinkle of, I guess that's her dude. So it's like you're asking questions like that of black women while you're toting this obviously attractive black man, and you're very obviously white and not even just white, like you're the blonde hair, you're the blue eye, you're the bombshell baby. Okay, so I think that people are gonna have like their thoughts about it. I consider myself a black woman, although I am the biracial voice of YouTube. I'm just saying. The point is, basically she's trying to either just gain some attention, maybe for her channel, maybe for her clouds, or she's just trying to rub it in black women's face, like, look, I got one of your better dudes, so you know, go ahead and eat your hearts out. I don't know, because you do have people like that, like you have people that will gloat in like their privilege, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and watch this exchange. You guys definitely leave me a comment and tell me what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe, honey, because you will always be notified for stuff like this. So let's go ahead and watch.
I feel like you're being defensive now, because I'm trying to like finish a sentence, and you're up, you're down, you're
like give me a comment that
right.
you want to discuss.
Right. So let me do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So whether or not you read it or not is pretty irrelevant. Your ratio's crazy. You have 500 comments to like 100 likes. So I know that you being an influencer, you can see the fact that no one's liking it, yet they're all commenting. Of course, that's just my thought as an influencer. So I'm looking at your comment section, and I see if there is a war, you're definitely not on our side. The majority of the people in your comment section like that comment. It's the top one. Yeah. Yet you skipped past that one, and the comment that you like by the creator is, the obsession is real. That's the comment that you liked right here. The obsession is real. So if this comment is directed, or this video is directed to black women, and this comment is saying the obsession is real, who is obsessed? Because you liked it. So why did you like that comment? Like, what obsession is real?
Do you hear yourself talk?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna stop it just very, very, very quickly. The reason, I think her name is Alex Von Dutch. So she basically stopped her and said, do you hear yourself? Because the way that I believe her name is Rita, the way she's just sitting in her chair, the way she's like kind of posturing like this, the fact that she's asking the question very aggressively, that's coming off kind of like accusatory in a way. She may not be accusing her of anything, but the way that she's coming off, her tone is saying, I'm angry at you, and whatever you say, I'm about to have an answer for it, and I'm about to yell at you, basically. That's the vibe I'm getting from the sister. I'm not gonna lie. The white girl, she's got more of a chill, relaxed vibe. Like, I'm just here to kind of like talk and maybe defend myself about some of the things that were said. You know, she's very relaxed, whereas the other woman looks very intense, like she's ready to jump at her, like she's ready to fight. And I don't know if that's the case, but that's just what I'm seeing.
I'm super, let me be clear. I'm very intelligent, and I'm trying to have a conversation with you to understand where you're coming from.
All right, miss me with that. I hate to stop it again, and I'm not gonna keep doing this, but why do people have to do that? Why do people have to say, I'm very intelligent? Well, honey, if you're intelligent, it should show in the conversation. You don't need to talk about it. Just saying.
Because a lot of what you do and say is disrespectful. But to the black community. And the black community tells you every day in your comments, and you kind of skip over that. So I said, I'm not going to judge you, and I'm not going to be super aggressive. I want to have a conversation, because maybe I can really understand where you're coming from. But what I think it is you can't explain why you do the things you do. You can't explain them. So you say things like, you're being aggressive and you tone police me, because you can't explain why you say things like, the majority of black women are single mothers. Why?
I didn't say that. I asked.
What did you ask?
I asked why that is.
Why the majority of black women are single mothers?
Yes.
The majority of black women are not single mothers.
Actually, they are. Ooh, yeah, close to 70% are actually single mothers. And I myself included was one before, thankfully, God sent me my husband. But at the same time, honey, we can't argue facts. So just because it's a white person saying it doesn't negate the truth, honey. And I'm sorry that a white girl had to say it, but somebody should.
And if you wanted to know this, is this for like a report you're working on? Why? Because it's not connection. It's not connection. And let me tell you why it's not connection. Because the connection between an influencer is that of the influencer and the audience. Your audience is screaming to you right now, based on your ratio, that they do not like what you're saying and what you're doing. And maybe if you explain to them why you do it, but you can't, that's clear, maybe they'll understand. Because we're trying to figure it out. What it looks like is you're a white artist that wants so desperately to make it out here in LA. So she's going to say negative things about the black community because you know that black outrage is what will get you popularity. But it isn't, right? I mean, based on your analytics, based on the ratio of the amount of hate you get in your comments, it's like you can clearly see that people feel this way.
I honestly think that the girl is a little bit misunderstood. And now hear me out. Now, I can't say that I particularly like that video that I showed the small clip in the beginning. Like I said, it came off a little bit like, look at what I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got one of your handsome black men, black women, eat your hearts out. That's what the clip gave me. That's the small vibe I got from that. Now, granted, I could be looking at that incorrectly. Maybe the black woman in me gives me bias towards it. But what I can say is that I think, for the most part, a lot of black women especially don't allow people of other races, especially white women, to say anything, like, at all about being black. Like, you got some darker skinned black people that don't even feel like I should speak on black issues just simply because I'm part white. Like, I've not had basically the same life as most black people, but anyway, for some reason, the fairness of my skin, the softness of my hair prohibits me from being able to speak on these issues, but I still come on YouTube and do it anyway. Sometimes you should just give people a chance, hear them out. Don't just like look at them and be like, oh, white, you're not supposed to speak on this issue because you're some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white bitch. You better go find you a white king. You better go talk about white issues. And it's like, if her friends are black, if her man is black, and she's hearing from black women things like, our black men don't support us, but yet she has a black man who's willing to probably go to the studio and hear that terrible music that she does.
And ooh, I've had it up to here with better off alone, 'cause I've done that, self-help.
Like, if he's willing to sit through that, he's got to be a supportive black man. I'm just saying. Majority of black women are single mothers, and she was agreeing with what Kevin Samuels pretty much was hitting home on. Like, if you black women, if we want to basically get married and we want to have normal lives like we all aspire to, then what we have to do is start having some self-realizations and take accountability for the decisions that we're making. If we're repeating the same mistakes of our grandmothers and our mothers, then we're not necessarily giving our children a better future. And so children out of wedlock and multiple baby daddies and never really finding love, that seems to be a generational curse for a lot of black women. Not all, certainly not all. Instead of being mad about the fact that she's just some white person saying it, just imagine for a person, she's a human being just like we all are. We're all human beings. So another human being is suggesting something that could possibly help you, and you don't want to hear it just because of the color of their skin. That makes you foolish and ignorant, because what she said was actually true. And instead of being, accepting of the truth, you're just mad because she's a white girl saying, how dare she? Well, maybe the fact that she's sitting there calm is part of the reason why she has a man in her life and maybe you don't.
Yet you keep going, and I just don't understand why. I thought maybe you would give me a background story, because what I personally think it is like an identity crisis.
An identity crisis.
Yeah. An identity crisis. Do you feel that way?
That I'm in an identity crisis?
Not that you are one, but that that you're going through one.
That I'm going through an identity crisis?
Do you feel that way?
Not at all.
Is she going through an identity crisis, or does it make you a bigot for trying to put people into a box that characteristics and traits and personality types that you feel they should have because of the color of their skin?
Okay. Because this is who you really are.
What's this? You made up your story.
I mean, no, this is what you said. You said you morph into the people that you're
To me,
around.
though, you can't interrupt me. You can't interrupt me. We don't interrupt each other.
I agree.
If we do that, I'm out of here.
All right.
Cool. I feel like you made up your story about me. I feel like you, in your mind, you're writing the story out in your head. So I'm in court. I'm answering yes or no, and I can sit here and do that. But you're not trying to have a conversation. I asked you when we came in here. You're talking to me about trying to make it in LA. I made it in LA. I don't need to do anything. You're projecting onto me. That's the problem. It's your story. You're writing it for me. So I'm just over here like, okay, that's not the way. That's not a conversation. That's why I asked you, what do you want out of this? What did I want out of this? I actually wanted a conversation. That's why I asked those fucking questions.
The questions on your page.
But then also certain responses.
But then I guess, how did you want a conversation when you don't read the comment? Because you said I don't read the comments.
The comments at the beginning, I was reading the comments. That's when I got the bugs and like, cause I was like.
And look, can I just say that?
I don't even know.
Getting, you know, when you're following people on social media and when you're looking at people on social media, you have to understand that they're following you based on that one video that they've seen. So they don't know so when you say I started reading the comments at first, what did those comments look like at first when you first began to read the comments? Like, what did they look like?
That there's certain things I don't understand, and that really hit me. Because when it comes to my friends, it's like, I've had some conversations, but I haven't had that many, like, to be honest. And I guess part of me wasn't even brave enough to ask those. Like, I don't even know if it's brave or if it's like, I never liked the difference when it came to my one-on-one relationships. So I never brought it up. Like,
you never asked the people around you these things.
We just talked about other stuff, like other topics, not
like just random,
like just like being a girl, more like being a girl and like figuring out life.
At the end of the day, you guys, I don't know if she did these videos for clout purposes or trying to go viral. There's definitely a lot of people that want to go viral because it's probably an easy way to get a bunch of subscribers and get famous overnight. Growing organic success in ways that you don't have to stomp or like hurt other people is probably the best way to go, and your success will probably be a lot more long lasting. The fact that she has a black dude in her life and, you know, friends that she hangs around and things, I don't feel like she's racist, and she may not have actually, you know, had like a racist point of view when she asked these questions. Maybe it was just like truly out of curiosity or to spark up a question on social media that would hopefully go viral in a sense and get her kind of well known and get her talents and her everything and her page and stuff out there. I mean, I have been guilty of myself trying to put shorts or videos out, you know, with catchy titles or thumbnails to get people to click. I mean, that's just what you do. I mean, what other reason would you be on here? Otherwise, it would be truly pointless, right? But it just calls into question your morality. Like, first of all, your intentions. Like, do you really want to help people and understand? Or do you want to just cause attention for yourself, for your own financial gain at the end of the day? So I don't know, guys. You tell me what you think. This video is getting kind of long here, so we'll probably cut it short. I will definitely link the video and its originality in the description. So don't forget to leave me a comment and tell me what you think. And I will see you next time.